guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Today I'm going to talk about what to sew and sell at markets and my top 10 good selling things. I'm also just going to let you know at the very end things that haven't sold for me and maybe don't waste your time making. So one of the top sellers is a bowl cozy. I don't have one currently. I actually stopped making them even though they are bestsellers. I just don't enjoy making them anymore. So sometimes you just gotta follow your heart. I'm an artist, so I just don't enjoy making bowl cozies. But those are a #1 thing that always sells. I can link the tutorial. I learned to make them down below. She's great. I think you should always have small items under $10. I think that people enjoy supporting you even if they don't want to buy your higher ticket items, or they're just more comfortable buying something for less than $10. So the first thing are these pencil cases. When you do have them, you should display them on a book so they know how to use them. Another seller is these scrunchy keychains. I know a lot of people do the wristlets. I did the scrunchy keychain just because I like it as a busy mom. I like that you could move it up on your wrist so your kids can't push the buttons when you're buckling them into the car seat. I also like that if you're going to a store but you need your hands open. So I made these little boxy keychains. I thought they were super cute and I wanted them for myself. So I decided to make some. I sell them for $5 each, so I did not quilt them because I wanted to make sure I kept my costs low so I could sell them low. They have sold pretty well. A lot of people like to put their AirPods in them. If you guys remember iPods, let me know. I actually just pulled mine out the other day. Had a little shuffle. Another item I sell are these purse scarves. I just had a lot of scrap fabric and I decided let's just try it. They're cute. You could clip them onto a purse and when people like it, they like it. You could also make these into bows. Are these ruffle clutches. I like them because I feel like they follow me through my lifetime. When I was in my 20s and I was going out to the club, these would be great. You know, I have a little part here where you could put a wristlet so you could have it around your wrist. So if you're going on a date night or a dinner, this is great. If you need a quick diaper bag to go, these are great. You just put some diaper and some wipes in here. My kids have now moved out of diapers, so this is also a great thing for just a makeup bag. You can also use it for a snack bag. There's so many things you could do with this. So these actually have consistently sold. I did another clutch, which was a bow clutch, which had a bow in the front. It was just a big bow, no ruffles. And a lot of people complimented it, but I did not sell them. Here are the toiletry bags. This is actually the first one I made, so I used it for my personal use because I wouldn't sell it. But inside these toiletry bags have little pockets. I will link the video below of the YouTuber who actually came up with this design. I followed her tutorial and I ended up selling these. It's a bigger ticket item, but people really do enjoy it. I think I started with 11 at the beginning and I'm down to 3 now. So the bigger boxy bags is something else that are great to sell. Actually, boxy bags are just really big sellers all the time. If you want to keep your prices low, don't quilt them. I like to quilt them. I like the cuteness of it, you know? I try to sell things that I would buy and that I think are cute. So another are these beautiful backpacks. I made them with the little elastic in them because I think that they're perfect for kids. Things that also do consistently sell are these Bible covers. They are so cute. You could also use them as a Kindle sleeve and just put that in there, or a book sleeve. You could put a notebook and you could put pens here, glasses. I'll roll the video here in a bit of what I posted to TikTok, but these are actually really great. If not, you could actually just sew the sides, box out the bottom, and have it as a carry-all. That's something I'm going to add to my inventory here soon. But right now, these are just a really good seller, so I've been focusing on making these guys. So I really love ruffles and I really love bows, and I do try to incorporate it in everything. I don't know if you guys are the same. If you are, holler at my girl. No, I'm just kidding. I really like bows and I really like ruffles. So I've made both a bow tote and a ruffle tote. So my bow tote is just a regular tote, but on the strap it has a bow on it. And then these are my ruffle totes, and they both sell pretty well. I don't have the bow tote because those sell better than these. I don't quote them because I want to save time and cost. And I think that they're cute with just the ruffles or the big bow on the top. Or you could do both. Let me make sure I just told you everything. My kids came out a couple times and it kind of got me distracted. One of the things I also sell are my bow bookmarks. I have a tutorial. Very easy to make. I use it with scrap fabric, but those are great, especially for the smaller priced items. You could price them very low. I have this on display, and then I just have the bow sticking out on the top just to kind of let people know that it could be used for planners and not just books. So the last things I want to touch on is, if you have an idea of something to sell, I think you should go for it. A lot of these things are just kind of fly off the wall ideas in my head. I think I could use them, and then I turn around and I make them. When you do test an idea, I do recommend only making like maybe 5 of them. When I first started with the Bible totes, I made 3. And I sold every single one of them in one market. So that's when I knew it was a good thing to make. These ruffle clutches is another thing I tested. I made just a few of them and to see if they would sell, and they were actually one of my best sellers the first market I introduced them at. So after you test it at the market and you say you have, 3 or 5, that's when you know whether or not you should keep making them or not making them. One of the things that have not sold for me are the laptop cases. A lot of people like to look at them and they think they're cute, but they just won't buy them. I'm not quite sure why. I even bring my laptop, which is kind of a big brick, and I'm like, oh, it fits this guy. And usually that's the excuse not to buy it. So when I introduce my big laptop, they're like, oh. And then they keep looking and they usually buy other things. So I'm not sure why they haven't sold. My backup plan, if they don't sell online, is to box out the bottoms and make them into like a little lunch bag or a little diaper carry-all. So if you guys found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. I really appreciate you coming and stopping by and hearing what I have to say. I will be releasing a lot more videos on vendor markets, especially with the fall coming. And thank you so much for all your time. Thank you. Bye.